Kate Beckinsale is a bright star in the Hollywood firmament. The actress calls herself the great-grandmother of the genre, in which vampires and werewolves are at war and the heroes are women. It was scary to begin with. In a world where the weaker sex has the main task, the continuation of the race, there is a preponderance. The reins of power are given to men. The current generation takes the fighting characters in a skirt from Game of Thrones for granted. And Beckinsale is glad that she has influenced a change in the balance in today's culture. Childhood and youth. Catherine Romery Beckinsale was born into an acting family in London. A mom, theatrical and television actress Judy Lowe, plays and now, in particular, shared with her daughter on the set of the fantasy horror Underworld Awakening. A dad, a popular comedy actor Richard Beckinsale, who starred in many British TV series and comedies. Kate Beckinsale's creative biography began when she was only 3 weeks old. The future celebrity played an infant in the TV series Couples. The actress's childhood was happy. The girl was surrounded by loving parents, and there was a creative atmosphere in the house. But when Kate was not 6 years old, the family came to the grief. At age 31, from a heart attack, suddenly died of his father. 3 years later, Judy remarried. The girl's stepfather became TV director Roy Battersby. The 9-year-old Kate at first accepted her stepfather grudgingly, constantly clashing with his sons. Growing up, she became friends with her half-brothers and sister. She and her stepdaughter are on good terms with Roy, who surrounded Kate with warmth and attention. Kate Beckinsale from an early age was considered an artistic and creative child. Even during his studies at a private London school, girl repeatedly won the prestigious competitions for aspiring writers. A literature interested in the girl, but the world of cinema beckoned no less. A young Beckinsale starred in a film about World War II. Tape 1 Against the Wind was released in 1991. After graduating from school, Beckinsale became a student at Oxford University, where she studied in-depth French and Russian literature. But filmmaking won out in the end. After 3 years of study, during which the student starred in several films, she realized that it is difficult to be torn between two passions. Kate Beckinsale left Oxford and went into filming new projects. Movies. Even as a freshman, Kate was invited to play in the film by Kenneth Branagh's Much Ado About Nothing by William Shakespeare in the company of Michael Keaton, Keanu Reeves, and Emma Thompson. In 1993, Beckinsale worked on the set, where the historical tape Prince of Jutland, again based on Shakespeare's work, The Tragedy of Hamlet, but with a happy ending. In the same year, a young lady got a proposal from the director Jim McBride to star in a mystical thriller called No Cover. In the summer, when students were away on vacation, Kate worked on the set of the film adaptation of the novel Uncovered by Spanish writer Arturo Pérez Reverte. The result was successful, and the performer of the main role began to receive a large number of proposals from directors. Kate dropped out of school and began the creative biography of the actress. In 1994, Beckinsale appeared in the comedy film Cold Comfort Farm. But then there was a lull. Offered roles in B-class projects, actress rejected, preferring them to the theatrical stage. In 1995, she played in the play The Seagull, which took place at the Thelma Holtz Theatre. With the troupe, Kate traveled all over the UK. A reply to the consent of the artist decided to received an offer to star in the movie Haunted, which seemed to her interesting. Then came the role in the films Emma and Shooting Fish. The projects were not a tangible success, but the military drama of Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor has brought the performer real fame. Originally, for the role of Nurse Evelyn tried Charlize Theron and Gwyneth Paltrow, but the director could not resist the charm of Beckinsale. The film was released in 2001. It did not receive high marks from critics, though audiences responded favorably to the film. Box office receipts amounted to $200 million. Actors who appeared on the screen instantly gained popularity. A definite success had the following projects, in which the British appeared in 2002. A comedy melodrama Serendipity and the tape Laurel Canyon came in limited release. However, the first brought Kate a nomination for the Saturn and was recommended for family viewing. The second, a chance to get acquainted with director Lisa Kolodenko, who had a hand in the creation of the series Sex and the City and The Client Is Always Dead. In 2003, a new ascent followed. Kate Beckinsale appeared in a great solo project entitled Underworld by Len Wiseman, which brought the actress a new portion of fame. Viewers especially liked the videos showing the confrontation between vampires and werewolves. A busy year for Beckinsale was 2004. The actress has appeared in 2 films, in a costly American project Van Helsing in the role of the vampire hunter and in the film The Aviator in the form of Hollywood star Ava Gardner. The first tape, despite the huge investment, did not receive the expected success. Kate's participation in the filming of The Aviator allowed her to rise to cinematic Olympus. Martin Scorsese's biopic of Howard Hughes is nominated for 5 Oscar categories. A Total Recall, the remake of Paul Verhoeven's Oscar-winning films starring Sharon Stone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. In the new version, Kate repeated the role of her famous predecessor. Beckinsale's role in the historical film Love and Friendship, based on the novel by Jane Austen, considered by a number of film critics as one of the best. The actress played an English lady whose financial situation deteriorated after the death of her husband. The only way out is to successfully marry off her daughter. In 2016, Kate played the lead role in the next installment of the Underworld franchise. The actress visited Moscow to present to Russian viewers Underworld Blood Wars, where the werewolves her character fights with have a new leader in the person of Tobias Menzies. The British actress talked to the media about her attitude towards the comics and Russian culture. The performer admitted that she prefers shooting in action projects to melodramatic roles. The drama The Only Living Boy in New York, the result of 12 years of work of the directors and producers. Rosamund Pike and Olivia Wilde were also up for the role, which Beckinsale got. The actors involved in the film, Pierce Brosnan, Jeff Bridges, and Cynthia Nixon, were each given a book to read, which they would feel more deeply about the character. Kate got Leo Tolstoy's Anna Karenina. At the 2018 Canadian Film Festival, Kate presented a new project with her participation, the drama Farming. In the film, the actress played the role of an adoptive mother of a black Nigerian boy. Beckinsale's television filmography in the spring of 2019 was added to the series The Widow. The main character of the picture, played by Kate, mourns her husband who died in a plane crash, as she suddenly sees him on television. Realizing that something strange has happened in the Congo, the woman goes in search of him. In this film, the fan of militants again had to take up arms and try out the charms of the South African jungle, where the shooting took place. Beckinsale's colleagues were the star of Game of Thrones Charles Dance, Babs Olusanmokun, who established himself in Veronica Mars and Gotham, Ray Fiennes' ex-wife Alex Kingston. Personal life. Kate Beckinsale's personal life is several colorful affairs. The first one that was talked about in the press was with Edmund Moriarty. At the time, Kate was studying at Oxford and played in the production of A View from the Bridge. Edmund also played there. On the set of the tape Much Ado About Nothing, Beckinsale met Michael Sheen. Soon the pair began to live together. In January 1999, the family had a daughter, Lily Mo Sheen. 4 years later, Michael and Kate separated. A British actress met a new love during the filming of Underworld. Then Beckinsale had an affair with director Len Wiseman, who became the husband of the actress. In May 2004, they got married, and in November 2015 they divorced. They did not have time to have children. The divorce process dragged on for several years, and the documents confirming the end of their official relationship, the actress and director received only in 2019. Later, the relationship of Kate and Pete Davidson, a comedy actor and the failed fiancé of Ariana Grande, became the subject of discussion. The chosen one turned out to be 20 years younger than the artist. The couple appeared holding hands at the Golden Globes ceremony in February 2019, thus dispelling the last doubts about the affair. Beckinsale's previous companion's personal assistant Steven Simbari, actors Matt Rife and Jack Whitehall would also be more likely to age for her daughter. Staying true to her principles, in 2020 Kate introduced to the public a new companion, Canadian musician Goody Grace. The couple dated for almost 9 months, and a period of self-isolation caught them in Brentwood, California. After the breakup of the relationship, the artist returned to his home country, and his ex-lover deleted all joint photos from social networks. Grace himself decided to leave as a memory a video of his declaration of love, which he made to Kate on the day of her birthday. Leading tabloids of the world do not leave without attention the beautiful British woman. Kate got into the rating of the hottest stars of the Maxim magazine, taking their 12th place. More than once users of social networks tried to find images of a naked actress. In 2017, Beckinsale published a photo in a swimsuit on Instagram. Such a candid photo shoot quite liked the fans of the film actress, who admire her perfect figure. American media not once reported that Kate corrects her appearance through plastic surgery, as it is impossible for so many years to remain the same as in her youth. In particular, journalists said that the actress has had surgery to endoscopic facelift, and to compare the changes before and after surgery is impossible because there are no stitches after such a method of intervention. The diva herself responded to all the assumptions, saying that the unique features of her appearance are the result of happy genetics, the right makeup and styling. Kate Beckinsale now. Despite the fact that Beckinsale has no significant nominations and awards in her piggy bank so far, now the actress continues to add bright projects to her repertoire. Thus, in 2021, the premiere of the action movie Jolt, in which Kate performed the title role, took place. The actress was thrilled to work with the film's director, Tanya Waxler. And the cooperation in the frame with Stanley Tucci gave the film a lot of improvisational scenes, which were included in the final version of the montage. According to the screen star, she had to significantly increase the load in the gym to perform some of the tricks herself.